3, 2.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I gotta get my coat off.
You gotta get your coat off. Why are you always, like, changing clothes or disrobing or something whenever we're getting ready to start this show? You always know when the show's gonna start, and you're always, like, in changing clothes. At least you have your pants on this week. Hey, fellow crappers, it's your old buddy, it's your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here, once again.
I'm sorry.
Is that comical for some reason?
No, and this doesn't even need to be a part of the show, but just off the record, I just went to helprickymorton.org.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him, like, I'm literally lost it. There's a picture of him, like, inside, like, a photo stamp.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I completely apologize.
He's in a photo stamp? What is that?
It looks like a picture like someone's gonna put, like, Ricky Morton, you know, like, on a stamp, you know, like commemorative Ricky Morton stamp.
I don't know about you, but I would buy that. Hey, fellow crappers, it's your old buddy, it's your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here. Hey, what a professional opening we did. We tried to get through this, and you lost it, because you're out looking at helprickymorton.org. Apparently, Ricky Morton's still in jail.
I can't help it. I was just watching a show, an Oprah show, where they were talking about some guy, he like watched, he surfed the net for porn 8 hours a day.
And you surf the net for Ricky Morton commemorative stamps.
I am clicking on that site every half hour just to see if he's been released yet. I'm gonna go down south and throw confetti.
Fellow crappers, it's your old buddy, it's your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here once again with WrestleCrap Radio. And as always, I am joined by the Higgins to my Magnum P.I., Mr. Blade Braxton.
You madman.
We actually had actually the biggest day for us is the day after Thanksgiving. My wife's favorite day of the year.
Insanity Day?
As she calls it, shopping day. It's commonly known here in the United States as Black Friday.
I had no clue that it was called Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. You didn't. That's some insightful. Wow, thank you. That was really insightful. I thought you were going to go someplace with that, and you just kind of threw it out there, and it just died. It's actually called Black Friday because that is the day that all the big pre-Christmas sales happen, and it's the day that the retailers hopefully get in the black, as they call it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So there's all these great sales, and I'm all for, we go out, we get up bright and early. We were up at 4 a.m., heading out to the Circuit City. And we're there, and we're waiting for the doors to open. We were actually there before the doors opened, to show you how insane R.D. Reynolds and Mrs. Deal are. So we're waiting, and the doors finally open at 5 a.m., and we rush around, and we grab the items that we just can't live without, either for us or to give to someone at Christmas. And so we're waiting in this big-ass line to check out. And obviously, if you're there at, 5 in the morning, you're a pretty hardcore shopper. But obviously, you're out there and you want to pick up these bargains. So if you're going out there on Black Friday at 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever, you're obviously a hardcore shopper and you're going to go out and buy, you're going to go out and buy a lot of gifts. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Okay. So the wife and I get there at 5 in the morning. We're standing in this big-ass line to check out at Circuit City. The guy, 2 people in front of me, with God above as my witness, I am not making this up. He checks out, And what is he buying? Okay, he's been waiting, and keep in mind, he's been waiting in this line for like a half hour.
After probably waiting to get inside for what?
Oh yeah, the line was like all the way around the store to get inside, so he was probably waiting out there for another half hour. So the guy has accumulated an hour of wait time to procure this item.
That must be a pretty special item.
It was, in fact, a calculator. And it wasn't like it was an expense. Now, it wasn't like it was an expensive calculator. In fact,
Calculator's a calculator.
I will give this man credit. Okay, he waited all this time.
Yeah.
And after rebate, the calculator was in fact free.
Ooh. I wouldn't pick up a calculator if I saw it in the middle of the freaking street.
Yes, he got his free calculator after $5 rebate. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to brave these lines. I think I'm gonna get something a little more than a calculator.
Maybe you needed to like figure out the square root of being a dumbass.
Speaking of being a dumbass.
Yeah.
So we were also out there, and they have all these horrible DVDs.
Oh yeah, it's where they ship them to get all the horrible ones out of the way.
So they have all these horrible DVDs in this big, bucket. Okay.
I thought you just said the F word.
No, in a bucket.
Oh, the bucket.
So you're digging in there like you're prospecting for gold. And what wound up in my hands?
A Tracy Gold movie.
Oh no. Yeah. I would have given my left arm for that. No. I had it in my hands and I just had to buy it.
What'd you buy?
Cat in the Hat. Speaking of horrible movies. That's right, kids. Once again, it's time for Obscure Wrestling News.
Yes, Dale. It seems that there's a concerned wife of a famous WWE wrestler.
And who would this be?
It is obviously Tajiri's wife.
She's still at home.
She needs to go shopping.
She needs a meal.
She's been trapped in that house for about at least 4 weeks since we last discussed her.
See, the backstory behind that, kids, if you haven't been paying attention, is Tajiri's wife apparently can't get a driver's license, so she just sits at home while her husband goes around the world wrestling.
And she's like a shut-in, like a shrine, or she's probably in her closet like that thing from the movie Basket Case. Just
Gooker Awards. 2005 Gooker Awards. And let's just run through those real quick and get your thoughts on it. Don't tell me which one you'd vote for. We don't want to sway the people.
Right.
We don't want to be biased.
Right. We're not like the national media.
Oh no, we're going to be very unbiased. We're just going to go down through the list. We have 10 things, so we can't ramble on about them for too long.
Or we'll be like all those other wrestling shows.
Yeah.
Let's be like those shows. Let's talk for another hour and a half.
I don't think anyone will ever say, gosh, I was listening to The Observer. They just sound just like Wrestle Crap Radio. I don't think anyone's ever going to say that. The 2005 Gooker Award nominees are
The envelope, please.
Muhammad Hassan, Evil American Terrorist.
Who?
Oh, that was awful. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have Viscera and Lillian Garcia. Remember that fantastic love saga? We also up for the award is the sad saga of JR.
Oh.
Jim Ross and that whole thing, and of course the big kablamo at the end was whenever he had his colonoscopy and Dr. Heine and Nurse Slobberknockers was there. That was fantastic stuff. We also have Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist and bestiality proponent.
Oh.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, we have the new LOD featuring Heidenreich. Midgets and clocks of the world beware. The Boogeyman is here.
My favorite wrestler.
Remember the whole Hardy, Kane, Lita, Snitsky, all that crap, Edge, that whole thing. You know, pretty much anything with Kane in the last year is basically sucked.
Yeah. What? We should just put Kane.
Kane,
Gooker.
Kane 2005. It sucks to be you.
Yeah, I blame Kane. I enjoy looking at Lita.
Yeah, I think she got a new rack.
Yeah, I know. I've been noticing that lately.
Yet another nominee is Jillian Hall. I almost called her Jillian Mole. They should have called her that if they were going to do this. Jillian Hall, the Mole Girl. Last year's Gooker Award winner is yet again up for a nomination.
Oh.
It's the 2005 Diva Search. Finally, our final contestant for the 2005 Gooker Award. The final nominee is Warrior Goes Insane. Queer and don't make the world work.
It doesn't.
Yeah, just Warrior's overall insanity for the year was quite craptastic.
It was. It was off the chart.
You look at that list, though, and I mean, you just read through it, and it's like every one of those is like a car wreck. Oh, Lord. Speaking of car wrecks.
Speaking of car wrecks. Speaking of wrecks, which, by the way, this show hasn't been one.
Yes, yeah, I think there's a lot of people out there that would argue that point. But once again, it is time for the weekly segment known as Blade Braxton's Weekly Wrestling Haiku.
And it's got it. You said it right.
I've been practicing, for weeks trying to say that correctly. This is wrestling news. It's all condensed. You can go out all these wrestling sites and you can get every bit of news out there. But Blade, what he does is he condenses everything down. He makes it quick and easy for you. And it's in, 17 syllables?
Yes, and by the way, this is for people who've written in. They might have been a little miffed, a little baffled by the haiku. But yeah, it is 17 syllables. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like 3 lines.
Wait a minute. Time out. There are people out there that are chastising you for not having the haiku exactly to specifications as the Chinese or Japanese did.
Let me tell you something. I studied this. Mm-hmm. I looked at the works of Joseph Haiku Sr., the inventor of the haiku in the early 1200s. And, he had various forms. There's so many variations.
Mm-hmm.
This is the longest haiku rant ever.
Yes, it is.
So here's one of my special ones. It has to do with a car wreck. It has to do with one of my favorite wrestlers.
Okie dokie. Let's hear it.
Shame, Nature Boy. To be the man, do you have to throttle the man?
Can we get to the question, please?
You got it.
You.